Today, it's time to get schooled. And speaking of today, did you know that on this day, December 22nd, 1851, a fire broke out in the Library of Congress? 2/3 of its collection was destroyed. Included in the ash was most of Thomas Jefferson's personal library. President John Adams signed into law the first appropriation for building a congressional library. The first congressional library was housed inside the Capitol. During the War of 1812, the Capitol was burned by invading British troops. Also destroyed were 3,000 books. As a result, it was Jefferson who suggested using his personal library to seed the rebirth of the Congressional Library. The Library of Congress would ultimately become one of the largest libraries of its kind in the world. When it burned in 1851, Congress responded quickly and appropriated funds to replace the lost books in just a few years. Today, the Library of Congress fills a number of buildings and includes more than 39 million books, along with millions of maps, photographs, films, and audio recordings. What seems to be the powerful lesson of this little tale is that James Madison was right when he wrote, "The very success of democracy depends upon the knowledge and skills of its citizens." Be a lifelong learner and build our democracy along the way. The U.S. Department of Education claims that 54% of adults here have prose literacy below the 6th grade level. I choose not to be a Debbie Downer when it comes to literacy. No one loves books more than I do, but it is time to redefine what literacy means. Etymologically, to be literate means to be educated, possessing of knowledge, learned. In today's world, this may come in a variety of ways, not just by reading a book. After all, how many books have you read in the last month? Today, so much of our learning comes from video, online sources, and from our friends. In many ways, this is more efficient, effective, and long-lasting. We should not apologize because we have learned significant lessons from a podcast. This podcast, in fact, is dedicated to making a more literate democracy. Book it. Psst! It's PROLOG with Mr. Review. It's a podcast that is actively digging tons of earth to find an ounce of gold, striving for a more perfect union.